We're live.
Caught me by surprise again. Hi everyone, welcome to the Haunted Connection show. We are back tonight. Things have been a little bit, things have been a little bit up in the air recently. Me trying to move house. Neil's had there's been health issues and all sorts within the family, and so we have been trying to keep on top of things, but sometimes life just gets in the way. So we are back tonight. So we're hoping that you're going to join us. We thought we might have a bit of a discussion about the parameet to start, because it is only 3 weeks away. 3 weeks.
3 weeks next Saturday.
Yeah, it's coming round thick and fast.
That's scary.
We know ticket sales are going really well.
They're going really well now. Yeah, there was a bit of a lull, but they are going really well now.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
Can't wait. We've got two. Unfortunately, I've not told you this. I'm not saying that. Unfortunately, Kate Sherrill can't make it. She's in hospital, I think, the week before. So Kate Sherrill can't make it. However, we do have a replacement for Kate. I will do another poster tomorrow to tell you how. And we've also got Kev Kerr doing a talk.
Yeah.
As well. The Parameet South. So
cool.
Amazing speakers.
Yeah.
You're doing a talk.
I am. I think my talks are going to differ across the parameets. So I'm hoping to have my book out by launched at the Midlands Parameet. But I will be doing a different talk for the Midlands at the Parameet South. So I actually probably we could put it to the vote. I have got 2 talks at the minute I'm juggling with. So it'd be interesting. We'll wait for a few more people to join. And then we'll perhaps do a bit of a vote, see what people would like me to talk about.
I'm just going to share it.
So, as usual, if you have any comments, we've got a comments box.
Yeah,
we've got comments. All right.
I've not put down. That's it. There's no comments anyway. Please comment.
So, as usual, please put your comments down below. We'll be able to see them. And, we look forward to having a chat with you all.
Yeah.
So as we say, the Parameet South is on what dates?
12th. I think it's the 12th and 13th of April. Let me just check. No, 13th and 14th of April.
13th and 14th of April. So if you're not busy that weekend and you want to come down, then come and have a fantastic weekend with all your paranormal friends.
Yes, it's going to be a good weekend. Lots of fun. A paranormal quiz on a Saturday night.
Yes, written by yours truly.
So Janie's going to do all the questions for the quiz.
And I think Sarah was going to help me, be my assistant.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's already volunteered.
Okay then. Assistant. She's going to be doing the...
Well, we thought we'd do it for a bit of a charity. It'd be one of those things where, she'll be giving out the papers and we'll perhaps be collecting money. We need to put a price on the sheets or something, 50p a sheet or something. And all the money we raise will be going to Barry Frankish's charity.
Proud to be paranormal charity.
Proud to be paranormal.
Yeah, so because we are going to support Barry. So are you looking forward to the Parameet South?
Oh God, yeah. I'm looking forward to having a little stall there. I'm looking forward to talking with people, meeting up with old friends, making new friends, and having a weekend away with all my favourite people.
And me. I'm going
with my para family.
So it's going to be good fun. Tickets are only £12 for one day or £20 for both days. So very affordable.
And I think if you want to stay in the hotel, if you ring the hotel, it's the Lee Park Hotel. And if you give them a ring and quote Parameet, you will get some discounted rooms as well.
Yeah.
So it's worth staying over, even if it's just a Saturday night. So you're there for the full 2 days. So you can just enjoy everything that's going on.
Yeah, and we are having ghost hunts. We've got the most haunted room booked for the Friday night, all day Saturday night, and all day Sunday. I don't know why I've said this, but I've said I'm going to sleep in the most haunted room on the Friday night on my own. I don't know why I said that, but
I will be on standby.
Why do I come up with these silly ideas? But if you come on the Saturday or the Sunday, you can book in to investigate the most haunted room all day. You can book. We're going to do hour sessions in the daytime and 2-hour sessions throughout the night. So
Yeah.
it's probably the one opportunity you'll get to investigate the most haunted room, where apparently people have been dragged out of bed.
Ooh. Cool.
So it's going to be good.
So I'm looking forward to getting there and see what's in there, if that's the case.
Yeah, so please leave any comments. We've not had any comments yet. Well, because the comments play up there, don't they?
Yeah.
Let me see if there's going to be anything on my phone.
So bring up your list of speakers as well, who's going to be speaking at the South.
Oh, talk for a minute then.
Here is that. Sorry, joined late. No, you're fine, Charlotte. Nice to see you. Welcome for joining us. Yes, we were just thinking about the speakers.
Okay,
so
speakers.
Neil's going to get a list.
The speakers and their times for Parameet South. No one else knows this, only me. Charlotte says, where is that? Sorry, it's in Lee Park Hotel in Bradford upon Avon in Wiltshire. It's a Saturday and Sunday event. We're all going to be there Friday night as well, so we're going to have a long weekend of it. So, okay then, on the Saturday at 10 o'clock, we're going to say welcome. Then at 10:45, we've got Emma Hurd doing the talk. Then 11:30, we've got Jane Mortimer. Then we're going to have a dinner break.
Wee-hee.
At 2:15, we've got Barry John, well known from he was on Most Haunted many, many years ago. 3:15, Jane Rowley, some weird woman.
Weirdo.
4:15, we've got Neil Story. Neil is coming back for his third Parameet.
Yeah.
And he's actually...
And he's such great fun. He is such great fun, isn't he, to be with?
And he's actually signed up for all 3 this year. He must be mad. Then at 5:15, it would have been Kate Sherrill, but obviously, like I said, Kate can't make it. So we wish Kate all our best wishes, a speedy recovery. We've got Rachel Hayward.
Yep.
Then on the Sunday at 10:45, the talks kick off at 10:45 on the Sunday. We've got Kev Kerr. Then at 11:30, we've got Karen Besant, very knowledgeable from down south. 12:30, Richard Felix. We all know Richard Felix. He can tell a good story.
Yeah.
Then 1:15, we're going to have a dinner break. 2:15, we've got Paul Goddard, past life regression. And it's his third Parameet. So Paul's been with us right from the word go. And Paul is actually also going to do past life regression sessions throughout the both days.
Yeah, so if you fancy it, if you've always fancied doing past life, get in there.
Then at 3:15, we got Penny Griffiths Morgan. Again, Penny's been with us from the start, so she's going to be, I don't know what Penny's talking about, something about history. Then at 4:15, it's us going to say thanks for coming, goodbye, let's get home. So that's the guest speakers. So all very good
lineup.
All UK speakers. That's very important to us. We like to be UK, don't we?
Yeah.
So please leave any comments. We will also be launching our Ghost Planet Network t-shirt range at Parameet South. So.
And that's going to be really good. We sold lots of t-shirts at the last Parameet. So, and there is going to be a few different designs, isn't there?
We're going to start off with 6 designs. There's going to be 6 designs to start off with. I've got more to do, but I ain't going to have time to do it because I am actually going to print them all myself. So they're going to be
little
6.
machine's going to be going like that.
Yeah, I'm leaving, as always, I'm leaving it to the last minute. Plus there'll be the Parameet t-shirts as well, which we can print on the day. Charlotte says, Mystical Moonbeam are looking forward to trading at the Midlands and North events.
Yeah, lovely. The
Midlands is going to be a special event as well, isn't it?
It is.
Because at the Midlands, that's in June. That'll be the 12-month anniversary of Ghost Planet Network, and we are having the awards ceremony.
Yes, and we're really
the
looking
evening.
forward to that. It's going to be best bib and tucker job, black tie,
I'll go.
nice frocks.
Not for me.
What nice frock?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to find my shoes out again from Lucy's wedding.
Yeah, it's going to be lovely. There's no other, as far as I'm aware, there's no other paranormal event that actually does like an award ceremony in the evening with a 3-course meal, and people get dressed up and just have a really good night.
Plus live music.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. I have actually booked the hotel Saturday night.
Oh yeah, I'm walking home. The good thing for us, I can actually walk home from Sketchy Grange.
You could, yeah.
If need be. I have done it in the past when I was about 18. But I'm a bit older now.
Might take you twice as long.
So it's a lovely place, and there's 2 haunted bedrooms at Sketchy, isn't there?
Originally it was 1 big bedroom, but then they've split it into 2 bedrooms, so you've got double.
The ghost hunts in the daytime are going to be run by Haunted Happenings. The guys from Haunted Happenings, they're doing it for us. They did 19-hour-long ghost hunts last year at Parameet.
Yeah, but they did love every minute of it.
And they love it. They even pay for the tickets to come in. And then they're working.
Yeah.
And then
it's a good event.
And then they got to get the top best frocks out for the evening.
Yeah, and one of the nice things that people say about the Parameet is it's just so friendly, so welcoming. There's always a warm, friendly smile wherever you go. And that's one of the nicest things, where you feel that you're among like-minded people in a warm, friendly environment, and it just makes the event, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. So Parameet South, 3 weeks on Saturday.
Yeah. So you're also having lots of stalls as well, aren't you?
There'll be quite a few stalls. Yes, selling lots of different things. So bring plenty of money. But please support the Ghost Planet Network T-shirt range.
So people want to vote on the awards night.
Yes.
So the voting is still open to vote for all your favourite people. So go on the website. The website is...
Is it on the website? I think it is on the website. The website is www.hauntedresearchcentre.com. But I will share the link on Facebook again every week.
Yeah, and it's very easy to vote. You just go on and you just put a dot next to all your favourite people and just save it.
There's some good categories.
Yeah.
No one else with the awards. We did start the awards a long time ago, but there was some controversy about it. I hadn't clicked the button to make it one person, one vote. So I made a boob there. So that was discounted, and we've started again.
Yeah, and we have to start again as well, because there was a couple of people who were nominated by their fans and things like that, and they didn't want to be part of the awards. So we had to take those out as well, because they objected to being included without...
their loss, eh?
Yeah, but when your fans vote for you, you could have a good opportunity to actually win something.
Even Jane's been nominated.
Even I've been nominated. That's got to say something.
Who the heck's nominated you? Just joking. Jane has actually been nominated for Personality of the Year. GPN Personality. Most of the awards are based around content that's on Ghost Planet Network. There are some others like Venue Group and Podcast
magazine
and magazine, Top Paranormal Magazine, but most of the others are based on shows or on Ghost Planet Network, which is good. It's a sort of a thank you to all the content creators that allow us to put their content on the channel.
Yeah,
and it keeps growing.
Yeah.
So, please leave any comments. If you want to talk about anything else, suggest anything. Something else Jane and I were talking about just before we came on air, the Demon Connections. We used to do the Demon Connections live, didn't we?
We did.
And we really enjoyed doing it live.
Yeah.
But since I started GPN, they're going to be recorded.
And that's so we can upload them onto GPN.
That's so I can upload onto Ghost Planet Network. However, we can actually live stream onto Ghost Planet Network and record them as well. Because when you live stream on GPN, once the live stream finishes, that live stream's gone, never to be seen again. But I can record it. I'll use the software. I can record at the same time, so I've still got the footage to put on Ghost Planet Network, so people can watch it at a later date if they want to, on demand. So, would you like us to do some of our shows like that? Would you like us to do more live streams from the things that we do? For example, the Demon Connections. Very soon, Jane and I will be starting another series called the Black Box Project. If you've never been to the centre, you ain't got a clue what I'm on about, but we do have a black box. It's about, I don't know, 18 inches square.
Yeah, something like that, isn't it?
And apparently it's allows the user to sort of astral project to other locations, dimensions, planets, wherever. Depending on what angle you have this dial at the top. We've done it twice, haven't we? You've been sent to two different sort of planets, haven't you? Or
they were just two different places, weren't they? I'm not. But we had it pointing to the north on one occasion, and we had it pointing to the south on the next one. But that was a couple of years ago, and we haven't actually done anything with it since. So we are going to pick it up again, and actually get doing some real sort of research and work with it.
Yeah. Nick says lives are always good. I enjoy them. The downside to live is, well, normally on live you use your normal live feeds. You use your phone, and you're using the Wi-Fi or your 5G off your phone, which interferes with K2s and electrical equipment and REM pods. But when we live stream onto GPN, we will be using cabled cameras, so there's no 5G or Wi-Fi involved. But we don't use K2s anyway, really, do we?
No.
So if you like the lives, please tell me. I'll be putting out on Facebook and on my blog. I do a blog on the website as well now with all the updates and everything we're doing.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be good.
Yeah, we're looking forward to getting back onto some of it. And there is some other projects as well in the pipeline that we're keen to get going with. But we've got a few people on now. So I was saying earlier that I've got two subjects that I could talk about at Parameet South. And it would be interesting to hear what you people would like me to do. So I can do a talk on attachments, if you like, or I can do one on some of the more unknown items in the centre, or some of the more interesting, some of the research that we've done on some of the items. So we've got quite a few people on now. So if you could put your comments in, either just put attachments or items or something like that, and just give me an idea of what you'd like me to talk about on the night, on the day.
Nick says, hey. And Nick says, lives are always good. I enjoy them. Yeah, I enjoy the lives. What we're gonna try and do is try and make the lives on Sunday evening. So everyone, it could be one, for example, 1 week it could be a Demon Connections episode. Another week it could be a Black Box Project episode. Another week it could be something else that we come up with, or it could be another Demon Connections. But it'd be good if we do every Sunday as live, so people would know. Sunday 9 o'clock, gotta watch GPN.
Yeah.
So, but it's what you want as well. You know, you tell us what you'd like us to do. If you like live feeds, obviously the live streams will only be from the centre because, like I say, the cameras will be cabled. Having said that, if we might think, okay, we'll just do a séance.
Yeah.
We might do a live seance. That's possible because as long as the cables reach the computer, we're good to go. So I think live streams will be good.
Yeah, we've always enjoyed doing the lives, haven't we?
Yeah, so we'll just need to talk to Ben to look after the studio.
And in the studio, he's good, our Ben, because he knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
He's got a degree in it, so
you get an ology, you're a genius.
that's why we called our show on Castlemead Radio Parology, didn't we?
Yeah.
So
if anyone's listening and you have got a preference as to whether you want me to talk on attachments or if you want me to talk about some more of the unusual items in the centre, then just put your comments below and give me an idea of who wants to hear what talk.
Yeah. Also, once we've started the black box project, the black box will not be able to use by anyone else at the centre. So we need to sort of keep it controlled. Mark says morning from Kiwiland. Morning, Mark.
Well, morning.
It's late evening for us.
Good day, mate.
Did they say that in New Zealand?
I don't know, Mark. It's Australia.
Mark, you tell me. Do you say good day like the Aussies do?
Oh dear, I apologise for being an idiot.
Nick says items for me. So Nick would like you to talk on items. Emily says, I like the idea of both. I'd be interested to hear about attachments, especially investigating a lot.
Oh, I could probably do it for both. Because I've got some of the more interesting ones that people don't usually see or work with in the centre. And it's, I could probably do it on both. We've got 45 minutes, haven't we?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mark says, yep, so it's good day. Good day. I'm not taking the mickey. But you lot call us Poms, so I'm allowed to say good day. Yeah, hopefully you can come over for one, Mark. One of the parameets. It'd be good to see you again.
Yeah.
So keep your comments flowing, please. Otherwise, we're just going to ramble.
So the other parameets then, we have parameet Midlands.
You're not going to ask me for dates, are you?
I was going to, yeah. So the parameet Midlands is at the end of June, isn't it?
29th and 30th?
Yeah,
that rings a bell.
June. So that one is at Sketchley Grange. And again, another weekend event. So your tickets are the same price.
In Hinkley.
£12 for the day, £20 for the weekend. Yeah, and it's in Hinkley, so it's just up the road for us. But it is going to be a really special night. On the Friday night, what are we doing on the Friday night?
Getting drunk, you lot are, probably. Well, not you, because you're working.
Yeah, we'll have a meet-up on Friday. I might even see how successful the quiz is. I might bring the quiz or do a different quiz for the Friday night. Then Saturday night, we've got the awards, the GPN awards. So we're all really excited for that. So it's, get dressed up and we'll have a nice meal and then we'll have some good fun with the awards. And there's a live band as well. And then on the Sunday, we'll have all the speakers again. And it's just going to be a great weekend.
It is, yeah. I'm especially looking for the Midlands one. Nick says, have you had any new items in lately? If so, what are they? We've had some stuff from Boleskine House.
Oh, yes.
Which is really interesting. I'm looking forward to doing some more work with that. I can't think of anything else. We've had a sort of a plaque sent from someone in Canada as well.
Like a heraldry shield, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we've got to do work with that. Mark says, can't afford it this year, unfortunately. Really bummed about it. I miss my UK family and friends.
Oh, bless.
Oh, that's a shame, mate.
Next year, though.
Perhaps next year we'll do Parameet Australia.
Yeah, as long as the boss is paying the expenses.
What I did think about doing this year, I tried last year, but it didn't really work. Is filming the speakers and put it on GPN later, so they won't be streamed live, but the speakers talk presentations will be put on Ghost Planet Network later, so you'll be able to watch the speakers. Perhaps we'll do some chats to people as well, because I think that would be a good idea. Mark says I'll bring an item or two for you when I'm over. Cool.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So yeah, so let us know what do you think of Ghost Planet Network. Do you watch it? If not, why not? Let us know. Karen says, "Hi guys, how are you?" I'm a lot better. I've been quite poorly, I must admit.
You've been poorly for a couple of months, really,
Yeah,
haven't you?
it's I had a bad end to the year. My mum has been really poorly since November. She's actually going downstairs yesterday. My
Good.
mum was in hospital, but she's back home. But she was sort of bedridden in a bedroom. But yesterday, I got her downstairs for the first time since November. She's been downstairs. So my mum's getting better.
She'll be running up and down them before she knows it.
I actually had to go on the stair lift today.
You did?
Yeah, first time. And I've had a really bad, whether it's a virus, I don't know. I've not been very well, because we started this up again, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then been ill. And you're trying to.
I'm trying to move house and sort things out. Yeah, it's just not been easy. There's so many issues going on with the house that I'm buying, and it's just all sort of ground to a standstill at the minute. So I just keep trying to push and push and push. I just need a date to move at the minute. My house is just full of boxes, and I'm living out of a suitcase in my own house because everything's packed up. Oh,
You're supposed to be doing research for another project.
I know, even my books are packed up, but I'm going to have to get them out again. I'm going to have to start unpacking some stuff, because it's just the delay is just...
Anyway, have you started reading about the skull experiment?
Yes.
Has anyone seen or heard of the skull experiment? Let us know. What do you think so far?
So far, well, I'm just sort of trying to get my head around it a bit, really. This experiment was over 5 years, and they're trying to document life after death with different experiments. But it took 5 years to do it all, and they did it in a room that they called the skull hole. So that's about as much as I can sort of tell you at the moment.
Selling the house.
Yeah, it's. I've just got to try and get a bit more into the book to understand a bit more what's going on.
That looks a bit freaky, actually, doesn't it?
What is it?
It's I don't know. It's a bee, isn't it?
Oh. What is it?
It's one a bit freaky.
Is it like a gonk thing?
It ain't haunted.
He's come to join us.
So if you've heard or seen about the skull experiment, tell us what you know. Cameron says, "I'll be living out of a suitcase for the next 2 weeks." Laugh out loud. Yeah, I've heard of that experiment. Well, are you on your travel on the coach then, Cameron? It took place in the 70s, I think.
Yeah.
Which is a long time ago now, when you think about it. 50 years ago.
Yeah. Be interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to the end of the book, because once we get to the end of it, I'd quite like to see if there's anything we could do similar. Or probably maybe we can do some of the same experiments, and we can make our own minds up about things.
Cameron's on his way to York and then Austria.
Oh, lovely!
Wow.
He's skiing?
No, he's trying to take a coach.
Oh.
Coach load of old people. That'd be fun. Yeah. How's the missus going to cope without you for 2 weeks? Lifting it up, probably. Enjoying herself. So yeah, it's all good fun. So let us know if you'd like us to do some more live streams on GPN. Cameron says she's looking forward to it. I thought she would. Of course she'll miss you. Not a lot. Who used to say that?
Oh,
a magician.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name? His wife was Debbie McGee, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Paul Daniels.
Was
it Paul Daniels?
Yeah. Vicky says evening.
Evening.
Well, we're halfway through, Vicky, but nice to see you. To see you, nice. We've mentioned about Parameet South, Vicky. So let us know what are you looking forward to Parameet South, because you are taking part in it, aren't you? She's been at work.
Oh, bless.
Work gets in the way of everything, doesn't it? So yeah, let us know if you're looking forward to Parameet South, and let us know if you'd like us to start doing the Demon Connections live on GPN again. Karen says, I don't think she will. Wasn't the Skulls experiment based in Italy, or am I thinking of another experiment? The Skull experiment was based in a village called Skull in Norfolk, I think.
Yeah.
But they took it to someone in who lived in Italy, a top medium or something. So yeah, it started off in a village. It was based in a village called Skull in Norfolk. I think I'm right there.
Yeah.
But they did take it to Italy. Vicky says, playing in the haunted room, can't wait to stick into the investigation. To get stuck into the investigations. It's going to be good fun. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a bit scary. I don't know what you think, Jane, but because we're not near home, it's a bit scary.
Yeah, it's going to be a new adventure, isn't it? It's I'm looking forward to it, but again, it's yeah, we've got to travel to it. I'm going to put this out of the way because
it's annoying me. Because when we did it at Bosworth and when we did it at Rugby, sort of near where people know us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
it's local, isn't it?
You know, down.
Of course, we've got no control over anything until we actually get there. Although, you know, you can order things and we can tell them what we want, but you're never quite sure.
We've not actually been to the Lee Park Hotel, so I ain't got a clue.
We're at their mercy when
I've seen photos of the rooms, and they seem really, really nice. Hi, Amanda. The rooms look really nice and they're very helpful. But then they were at Rugby until they left.
Yeah, we had power cuts and stuff.
And they do seem very professional, very helpful.
Yeah, we've got a few more people joining us now. So once again, I'm going to ask people. So I'll appreciate your comments. What you'd like me to talk about at the Parameet South, whether you'd like me to talk about attachments or items from the centre, some of the more unusual items that we've worked with. So I can do both, or I can do one or the other. So we've already had a few answers. So if you've just joined us, then give me an idea of what you'd like me to talk about, attachments or items.
And what would you like me to talk about, or shall I just blubber on? I ain't doing this all though.
No, but we'll do the introductions, won't we?
Vicky says, "No, not scary. It's exciting." Amanda says, "Hello, both." Nick says, "I'm sure there'll be a huge success." Siobhan says, "Do you remember me, Rose, guys?" Yes, I remember you. Vicky says, "Oh, unusual items. I think that would be fab." Cameron says, "I would say both." Amanda says, "Oh, attachment sounds great." Of course, Amanda is helping out at Parameet South as again. So thank you, Amanda. Amanda is also one of our hosts for our Ghost Hunt experiences.
Yeah, and she bakes lovely cakes.
Oh, cakes are to die for. Hey, you could have a cake stall, Amanda. You can make a fortune.
Yeah, the room where the speakers are would be empty because we'd all be around Amanda's stall.
Yeah, so Amanda says, "Gosh, I'm blushing now." Nick says her cakes are amazing. There, I see. It's not just hers. I must admit, Vicky says, "I've still not tried them yet." Amanda, hint, hint. the ones that are the Danish things you did last week. Well, Amanda knows what they are. They are to die for, especially. Emily says, "I agree. Amanda's cakes are amazing." Siobhan says, have you ever seen the Dibbit box at all, both of you? We've actually got we don't call them Dibbit boxes, we just call them haunted boxes. But we've got quite a few haunted boxes up here. But yeah, apparently the original Dibbit box is in Zach Bagans' museum, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cameron says, keep me away from cakes, I'm always sat down. Amanda says, let me know, Vicky, when you're at the centre. I will drop some off for you.
Oh.
Bless you. So, yeah. So, yeah, tell Jane what you'd like her to talk about. Attachments or items.
I think it's going to end up being both, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very... Vicky says, yes, please. And also, let us know your opinion. Would you like us to do more live streams on Ghost Planning Network?
Busy time.
Siobhan says, my name is Siobhan. It's my birthday today. I'm 53. Happy birthday
Happy
for today.
birthday. Yeah.
Still a youngster then, 53, compared to me. So what should we talk about now then?
Well, we could talk about Paramount North.
Amanda says, I'm sure, Jane, your talk will be very informative, whatever.
Oh, thank you.
Cameron says, would you guys say UFO and spirit activity are connected? That's an interesting one. Cameron, would you say UFO activity and spirits are connected?
I'd say yes, because I know that we've had visits from a couple of what would you say, extraterrestrials here. We've got a photo of our little ET, and he's been caught. He caught his image in one of the glass cabinets, a reflection of his image in the glass cabinet, and he appeared like spirit. It's it's all that same. Whether they're all in the same dimension, it's still something we want to work on, really, because we've had a few of the extraterrestrials up here. I've got drawings of them in my book, and I think there is some sort of connection there.
And I think when we start the black box projects, that is sort of extraterrestrial in type thing as well, isn't it?
Yeah. It's by doing all this stuff that we find out all these different things. I mean, we do have an open mind. We don't make any judgments on anything. And that's the only way we can learn, because if you go in with ideas already, it's going to be difficult for you to actually see the truth.
Vicky says it's our lovely aunt's birthday today too. Yes. Happy birthday, aunt.
Another trip round the sun for him.
Yeah. Siobhan says, can you guys talk about paranormal stuff, please? Yeah, of course, we'll talk about paranormal stuff.
What would you like us to talk about? Which area? When you say paranormal?
What's your best experience in paranormal, in ghosts?
Best experience. I've had so many. I think definitely going into the mirror was one. That was very interesting, very enlightening, and it answered quite a few questions. Doing things like, when you've been affected, like in the Hastings Museum, and when we were at Dudley Castle, and you got affected quite badly there, and you threw a light at me and stuff like that.
Expensive light and all.
All those
one
sort
of your cheap 50p ones from Wilco's.
It was it's all those sort of experiences that there's just so much that goes on, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when you get that like eureka moment because something's you find the answer to something, they're all my favourite bits, really.
Yeah. My favourite has to be when we did the live feed from the suicide graves in Iron.
Oh god.
He's moved. And she's moved. Yeah. When I was a teenager, you probably know the story. When I was a teenager, I saw a full-bodied apparition coming towards me. She was a really beautiful woman with long black flowing hair with a white flowing dress. I didn't know if it was night dress or wedding dress, or I can't remember. that I'd always sort of questioned what I had seen. A few years later, I bought a book on the village, and she'd been seen many times. And the story goes that she committed suicide because she was jilted at the altar. So then my mum says at the churchyard in the village, there's a churchyard outside the churchyard, isn't there? There's
Yeah.
a graveyard outside.
Yeah.
So my mum told me that area was for suicide victims. So I thought, I wonder if she's buried there. So we did a live feed, and it's on Ghost Planet Network. You can actually watch it now. And we found out who she was, and it turns out that I actually was the man who jilted her in a previous life.
Yeah, it was.
So
it
she
was pretty awesome.
So she knew my energy. So she was actually coming to me all them years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So will you be going into the mirror again, following on from your first encounter? Yes. The original experiment was that we decided to do it on Halloween. So all the team were going to come, and we were all going to go into the mirror.
It was the original, not the old team.
Yeah, the old team. We were going to astral project into the mirror, and when we came back, without talking to each other, we were supposed to then draw what we see and write down what we saw. But on the night, only me and Neil turned up. So we decided to do it anyway. I went into the mirror on my own. Neil did the camera, and it was a really strange experience. And I have written about it. It has been in the Haunted magazine, and
it's in my book.
But we do plan on going back again, because I do want to take Neil with me next time. So that is something for us to do in the future. And then Siobhan says, "What, he threw a light at you?" Yes. We went into Dudley Castle. We're in the far end, where the sort of circle bit is, where all the bats and stinky bits are.
Yeah, it's stinky area, wasn't it?
And we were all sort of sitting there with the light out, and I could sense that something was going on with Neil. And it turns out that he had been overshadowed, and he was sitting there sort of grunting and doing all sorts of things. But we do have this arrangement.
That's my normal self.
We do have this sort of arrangement between us, because if anybody gets affected or overshadowed or whatever, we don't sort of rush up and start pulling them out of it or taking them out of the building or anything. We will sit and try and work with that spirit. I'm there to sort of, if you like, oversee the safety of whatever's going on. So if I think somebody's gone a bit too far, then we'll pull them back, and we'll sort of look at it. But we do have this agreement between us that if people get overshadowed, then we don't pull them out of it straight away. We will try and work with that entity that's overshadowed them. So Neil was on the floor sort of grunting and drooling a bit, and I was trying to talk to him, trying to get some answers from the spirit that sort of overshadowed him. And he just sort of, I must have been probably about 2 or 3 feet away from him. No, actually, I was still sitting on the floor, wasn't I? And I was talking to you, because you were a bit further away. And he picked the light up from the camera, the square light with all the
50-pound light lamp.
He actually just threw it at me. He did sort of miss. He hit my leg a bit, but he did sort of miss. But I did sort of try and work with him for a bit. And then Julie's wife was getting a bit concerned, so then I did sort of bring him back. But it was very eventful.
Then Julie says, "What you bringing back for?" No, she didn't really.
Yeah, so it was. It's just a really good experience. But the whole team know that if I get overshadowed or anything like that, they just leave me. Nobody brings me back. I just bring myself back when I've finished doing whatever I'm doing, and I will just bring myself back.
Yeah.
So you just leave me in the corner.
Which is sometimes hard. I remember the night at Bosworth Hall.
Yeah.
You were lying on the bed where the woman's supposed to have bled to death.
Yeah.
And Jane was saying things like, there was a few people there as well, weren't there? It was an Haunted Live night. Few of the guests there, because we used to go as guests. And Jane was saying, oh, I'm dying. And people were saying, what are you going to do, Neil? What? And I thought,
you panicked a bit, didn't you?
I admit I did panic. And she did tell me off. She wouldn't talk to me when we're going back.
No, it did.
You did tell me off though.
Yeah, but I think you're sort of under peer pressure, weren't you, to do something? But it's not a normal agreement. I think people just
No.
try to pull you back straight away, but it's not how we work. So,
is it dangerous to speak to an entity in a person? Do you think is it dangerous?
well, we've done it lots of times as such. This is why I take charge, if you like, of the people's well-being when as a team. And if I see that they're being too affected or it's just not working or things are not right, then I would just pull them back. But we all agree on this, that, you know, we are a research centre and we're all here to learn and we're all here to challenge whatever's going on. And if you don't take a little bit of that risk and try and talk to them, or, you know, you're not going to learn anything. So that's just our arrangement and our agreement, and we're all sort of geared up for that as a research centre. You know, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it to everyone if you're not necessarily an experienced person, or, you know, you feel that you need protection to prevent that happening or whatever. But we never use protection. We never protect ourselves in any way whatsoever, because we want the full experience, because we're a research centre and this is what we sign up for. So
yeah, plus as to have got complete faith in you being able to control it. When we do the demon connections, Jane, you don't really take part. You don't take part on the board or anything, do you?
No,
because
I
Jane's job is to watch what this entity is doing, and if it's doing something that you don't like,
yeah,
well, Jane can stop it.
Yeah.
So Jane's doing the demon connections. As I know. So far, we've not come across a bad demon yet.
No.
But we might do one day, and we might come across an entity that is a bit nasty. So it's important for Jane to be aware of what it's doing.
Yeah.
And that's how we work. So Jane won't take part in sort of the experiments. That's you don't just read the book out of the book, but
and not all overshadowing is particularly dangerous. You know, mediums do it all the time, and it's even you know, it's even a course at the Arthur Findlay Spiritualist College. You know, you can go and learn how to do this stuff, and I don't feel it's particularly dangerous, but that's my personal opinion. Obviously, you all need to respect your own opinions and go with whatever feels right for you. It's not right for everybody. And unless you're quite experienced, then I wouldn't necessarily encourage you to do it. But it is what we do.
Yeah. Amanda says it's great to stretch outside the box. That's what I love about the centre. Thanks, Amanda. Yeah, Amanda, she's got very much the same ideas about this sort of thing as we do.
Yeah.
Siobhan says you two look well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Amanda says I really enjoy trance work. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, this is part of what we do here in the centre, and unless we're prepared to challenge and work to the limits and even past the limits, sometimes we're never going to learn anything new. Because if every time something crops up and we run away or shut it down or banish it or, you know, send it into the light or anything like that, we're never going to learn anything from these things.
Yeah, especially at this place, because we do have things in the pipeline that no one knows about, but obviously the spirit world does know about. So we have found that when we're thinking about doing something, for example, Baphomet, when we are thinking about doing something, they know and they come. So perhaps sometimes people don't realise.
No, he did snitch on you though, didn't he?
He did snitch on me. I was getting snitched on by Baphomet. But again, you see, on GPN, we are going to do work with Baphomet. Again, would the viewers of GPN like us to do that as a live feed? Because I don't think it's going to be evil. It's not going to be mushy peach time, is it?
No, but it'd be interesting if it was.
No, well, as long as somebody else cleans up. Cameron says, I think we really need to push the boundaries. We all would love the answer to life after death. I don't think we'll ever find the answer until we die, but it's good. It's good. It's interesting looking for it. And yes, we need to push the boundaries. Michelle says, I would like to try it. Glasgow Dave says, hello. This is your first night. It's the first night for a long time. We used to do this every Tuesday, but things have sort of caught us up. We've been ill, and Jane's in the middle of moving house. And Amanda says, we have a lot to learn from these entities. Yes, we do, Amanda, definitely. Michelle says, spirits always know. It's like the dolls we buy. They know we're going to get them before that we even know. Yes. Siobhan says, what does GPN stand for? GPN stands for Ghost Planet Network, which is our TV network. It's available on Roku TV and all mobile devices. So you can get Ghost Planet Network on your mobile phone. You just search on the internet www.ghostplanetnetwork.com and you'll see a lot of our work and a lot of other people's content as well, which they allow me to put on. Some really good stuff on there.
There is. The Demon Connections is one of our favourite shows.
Yes, if you don't know what the Demon Connections is every episode Jane invites a different demon. We are working through the 72 demons from the Lesser Key of Solomon, plus some extras thrown in.
Because we've done about 30 now, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're not even halfway yet. We've been doing it for over 2 years.
Yeah, thing is, once we have a gap, we've just got to get our asses into gear, basically.
Yeah.
But I would like Sunday night to be live stream night on Ghost Planet Network, whether it's the Demon Connections or the Black Box Project or Haunted or Not, that can go on there.
Yeah.
We can do it live. So that's what I want to do. If people want us to do live streams, you've got to tell me. The one thing that we can't do on Ghost Planet Network is have comments. However, I can have a comments link on the website, so people can leave comments either on the phone or we can have someone looking after the phone.
Oh, good evening, Adam.
Hi, Adam.
You're not working too hard.
Have you ever heard of the mirror girl, Bloody Mary?
Yes, aren't you supposed to say Bloody Mary sort of 3 times or something? And
yeah,
she's supposed to come out the mirror or something.
Yeah,
yeah, we do challenge all these sort of things. We do have a go at these sort of things and just see what happens. Most of the time, nothing happens.
Nothing.
But we'd be, we're always up for different experiments like this.
Yeah, we like to do things different. I must admit, I if I didn't do the different things that we do, it would kind of bore me a little bit.
When the centre first opened, we used to invite people to come in because we were open all day Saturday, and we just should be like an open day. So we used to do like a paranormal clinic. So if people wanted to come in and ask questions or find out about things, we used to help people try and understand sort of what was going on. And one of the people that came up was a young lad called Evan. He was only sort of 15 when he started coming up the centre. And he was quite worried because at school they were all playing this game, Charlie Charlie, where they crossed pencils and the pencils were supposed to spin round and do all sorts of things. And all these weird and wonderful stuff was supposed to be happening. And all the kids were really scared and he didn't know really what to do about it because it worried him quite a bit. And he came up and I told him to set the pencils up because he'd got pencils in his bag, how that they would do it at school. And we actually worked with it and absolutely nothing happened. There was no power to it whatsoever. And that put his mind at rest. And, if we can work with people like that and actually call some of this stuff out, whether it's rubbish or not, and just help people understand it a bit better. And that's what we were doing. And, there's things like these things, Bloody Mary and Charlie Charlie and, Beetlejuice and stuff like that.
No, that's,
You know,
that's it. I think it'd be cool to get Beetlejuice 3.
Yeah, we could work with all this stuff and just see how much power it's got and how much truth there's in it. And most of the time, there's not anything, going on with any of it.
Yeah. A lot of it's from the movies, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we all know the movies are full of rubbish. I used to watch quite a few YouTube paranormal channels. I watched one the other night, and it's the funniest thing I have ever seen. These two grown men were camping in a supposedly very haunted wood, which probably weren't haunted anyway. And they're in the tent. And Julie watched it with me as well. And this guy kept leaning right back against the wall of the tent. I said to Julie, I bet you he gets pushed. And fair enough, he did. Oh, Lorian's joined in a bit late. You're very late, Lorian.
Hi, Lorian.
And it ended up them screaming, this bloke, fully grown bloke, screaming, falling onto his tent, smashing his tent. Gotta get out. We've got to leave. We've got to leave. Leave the tent. We're going.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was hilarious.
So we've got a few more new people just joined us, like Lorian and Adam and a couple of others. I've been asking through the show what people would like me to talk about at Parameet South. So we've got the option of me talking about attachments, or I can talk about some more of the unusual items in the centre. So just let me know in the comments now what you'd like me to talk about. I can do both on the day. So just let me know what you think, what your thoughts are on that.
Cameron says, "Got to go now, guys." But yeah, got nearly 2,000 miles to do in the next 2 weeks. But yeah, really interesting, guys. Want more lives? Well, you stay safe, Cameron.
Yeah.
Don't forget, I tell this to all my kids when they started learning to drive. Everyone else on that road is an idiot. You probably know anyway because you're a professional driver. And that's what my dad told me back in the 70s. And the drivers are worse now than the weather. Driving is not fun now. Siobhan says, have you ever been in real serious danger by any demon?
No. I would say the Fae are more harmful than demons, and also, human spirits, personalities, characteristics of human people. That there's some really nasty, cruel, horrible people about, and that goes with their characteristics and their personality in their spirit when they go. So when they come back, I think really it's probably more of the human side of things, or the real nasty human ones that we've dealt with, and also, like I said, the Fae, they can be quite challenging.
They're little devils.
We haven't really had any issues from demons, have we?
All the demons that we've dealt with, and we've even had Lucifer here, haven't we? I just get that they want to help us.
Yeah.
Completely. They got nothing to gain from talking to us. One couldn't. He came. Well, I think we've had two that came, but it's like we're a bit of an inconvenience. They've come because we've asked them to come, but then, oh, come on, I want to go. So no, we've never been in any danger, not let alone serious danger. As far as I'm aware, I've never felt threatened.
No.
At all. Lorianne says, I think items at the centre would be good. Some of the lesser known ones especially, even to have them there and really promote the centre to those who may not know about it. They might have been living in a cave or something.
Yeah, I would take the items I'm talking about to the thing, so people can actually have a look at them and that themselves. So yeah, I think the voting seems to have gone that people would like both. So I'll see if I can get both subjects in on the one talk.
Yeah.
Or I suppose if there's too much content, I could always do attachments for Parameet North and the items at Parameet South. And then, because I'm going to talk about my book at Parameet Midlands, because there's going to be some juicy stuff in there.
Siobhan says, does Lucifer really exist? You answer that, Jane.
Yes. Yes, he does. What we found with all the demons so far is they're not evil or nasty or harmful in any way. They are ancient beings, ancient spirits, ancient beings that have been here a very long time. And most of the time, they just want to help us. If you actually read the Lesser Key of Solomon and what a lot of the demons about, you'll find that they come to promote love and sort of friendship between men and women. They come to teach us about astrology, mathematics, geometry, geology. There's a lot of things like that in there, and most of them are not harmful whatsoever. And a lot of them that we've connected with, and because how I work, if I connect with the energy, I can then see it, I can sense its intention and things like that. So a lot of the demons that we've worked with, and none of them have looked really anything. Well, a lot of them have not really looked like how they've been portrayed anyway. But all this stuff for the demon connections will be coming in another book. The 72 demons, what the plan is, the 72 demons and all the work we've done on them will be coming in on 4 books sometime in the future.
Amanda says, yes, I channeled Lucifer and had some interesting things to say. 10 pages, in fact. Ooh. Yes, because Amanda had Lucifer on that. We did a special, didn't we? Amanda. Yep. There's Amanda, Emily, and Ant, and they sort of in a meditative state. And Amanda got Lucifer, and some of the things she wrote was really, really interesting.
Yeah, but not at all anything harmful or aggressive or nasty, or nobody's head was spinning around and pea soup everywhere or anything like that. So it was all good stuff.
No, they have to sign a contract before, and if they puke up pea soup, they have to clean up themselves afterwards. Lorianne says, sounds like a good plan. I suggest not doing both subjects at both locations, as a lot of hardcore parameters will be at both north and south. So perhaps one at one and one at the other would be good, with book in the Midlands, as you say. Just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I value everyone's opinion, because it's it's always nice to have that bit of a backup.
Yeah, I think it would be nice to have the speakers who are at each the power meets, or 2 or 3 of the power meets, if they could do a different talk at each one, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it was.
I'll just ramble on. At the
Lorian as well. I mean, she's one of the writers in the Haunted magazine, so I value her opinion anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, it's gone 9 o'clock. We're on overtime. Ooh. Jen will want pain if we're not careful.
More monkey nuts.
Well, that's more expensive than peanuts now. Siobhan says, is there such a thing called Lady in White?
Lady in White, as in what, a ghost? I mean, lots of ghosts tend to get the label of Lady in White, or the Grey Lady, or Lady in Grey, or anything like that. We do actually have a Lady in White up here. She's a young girl, just walks around crying a lot of the time in a white dress. I have got a drawing of her in my book. So, there can be lots of ladies in white, really, in lots of different locations.
Yeah. So thanks very much for watching and listening to us ramble on. It's been a good fun. It's good to be back. I have missed it, but like I said, I've been poorly. I've had man flu. And you women don't know what it's like to have man flu. It's horrendous.
So we would like to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Thank you for all your comments. It's lovely to see so many of you joining us again. So thank you all so much. And we will see you again soon. So take care.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.